Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Solana. Your daily update. All right. Yesterday we continued the bullish momentum after that volatility in the markets after the presidential race news, etc. Bitcoin broke out. We broke out right here above 174, 175. Rallied up to that price target we had at 185. And the situation right now for Solana, just to keep it very simple, is bullish. All right, that's in general, that's what you need to know. All right, we're getting bullish breakout after bullish breakout. Bitcoin is still very strong, which matters a lot due to the correlation, of course. But then apart from that, Solana against Bitcoin is also still very much trending up. So everything, if you look at Solana right now, it's at resistance. Like the Solana against Bitcoin pair is at resistance. So that's something you should take into account. That means that maybe we'll underperform a little bit here, but there's nothing for me right now confirming that this is the top. Right? We still have a lot of momentum, also relative to Bitcoin. There is enough to be positive about fundamentally in the markets, but also for Solana with some sort of a potential ETF. Because I do think if you talk about other cryptos right now and potential ETFs, even though I don't think it's likely, I do think Solana is like the front runner in terms of that. So yeah, you can see momentum is still going up. Went up a lot yesterday evening. Over the course of today, we see a little bit of a conversion here, a little bit of a sell-off. That's not the end of the world, all right? It's the beginning of a new week. Volatility is to be expected. But in general, we are still bullish. So for me, the big question is like, all right, well, we're at resistance here at this level right here at 185. Solana against Bitcoin is also at resistance. We do have a little bit of sell-off, all right? It does matter, slightly at least, of course. So for me, look, the ideal scenario here would be a pullback. And like I said in my Bitcoin video, I actually do expect some sort of a pullback from Bitcoin. But the market is so bullish. Like we used to be able to dump very easily, but now every little dump is getting bought up. So the markets in general are very strong. Solana in general is very bullish. So first of all, I expect us to continue rallying up to that level at 200 and 205. All right. So in general, that's what I expect. For me, the main question is that, all right, well, will Bitcoin get that pullback? And will that pullback be a hard pullback or a slight one, right? Because for Solana, the two levels I'm looking at the most are this level between 174 and 172. Strong support level, that's where we found resistance. That's where we broke out above yesterday. So some sort of a retest. You can also see historically strong level. So I'm looking at either the bullish retest from that level, but ideally I would actually see a retest from this level right here at 165. All right, so there we have the 382 fib. That's also the top of this previous range we had. So those are the two levels I'm looking at to potentially buy into Solana again, assuming or at least expecting that we will make higher highs, which I've just given you the reasons why I do expect that. But I'm not completely sure what we'll do from here, all right? Because like I said, the markets are very strong. I think a pullback is to be expected and necessary. But for me, honestly, I would say, especially on a Monday in these, like with the Ethereum ETF also coming up, I would say buying from 174 is a little bit too risky. And therefore, I also do think that a pullback is to be expected. And I think it's most likely that pullback takes us to 165 and 160. And then from there, I expect that to hold. And then from there, we can get a bullish breakout and make higher highs. But for now, that does mean that I'm leaning a little bit towards that pullback. If you're already in Solana, I would just keep the position. All right. There's no, like I said, the markets are still very strong. So I could be wrong and we could just rally up to 200 from here in the next 12 hours. But I would say this at least feels more likely. But those are my thoughts. All right. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. I will see you all in my next videos, and bye.